And the reason why is because this profile is using the image of Forrest's daughter. That's right. His daughter. So let's look here. Do you see that? Do you see how the caps and lowercase letters are all scrambled in there? That's actually characteristic of UK Troll. She doesn't know how to work her Android phone. So she often posts comments and things and sends messages that are all scrambled and jumbled up like that when it comes.
Cancer Man Nightmare. I'm going to read a sentence that you just wrote. I knew that you would do something stupid again. It was just a matter of when UK Trolls already flagged down for this video. Truly pathetic. Is that a spelling mistake? Patheic? I thought cops don't do that. I thought you were trained to do everything perfect. Look over your work so that when you put it out and you run somebody else down for mistakes, that you don't make them yourselves. So let's take a close look at that. Is that pathetic or is that pathetic? It is really pathetic. Because, you know what? Even though you spelt it pathetic, guess what? I understand what you're saying here. But really, you are pathetic. Because now you're not perfect. And that's really pathetic. Look, bud, you forgot the T. And the reason I'm really dwelling on this is because real police officers don't forget the T. Real police officers, when they type, look back on their forms because those forms have got to go through court. And they don't make mistakes like this. Real police officers, like you're trying to be, with your live fire demo shooting starts at, guess what? I can go to a shooting range and shoot off the same guns you are. Seriously. I can rent them and shoot off the same exact weapons. So what? Your president's a communist pig, hands weapons over to Mexicans, and uses anonymous just like they do Al-Qaeda. And you set it up, and you set all this up by using the American children, creating a gang-like mentality. That's truly pathetic, Mr. Nightmare. Truly pathetic. Isn't it? Isn't it truly pathetic? Is that what you're trying to say? Seriously. Why do you run down people's spelling when you can't even make the grade yourself? Isn't that truly pathetic? Or, excuse me, pathetic? I mean, really, Mr. Informant. You're not highly educated. You're a loser. Okay? You can't even tell the truth. And you admit to lying. Okay? Even if we were to dig down into morals and dogma of an undercover police officer, they don't make mistakes when they're trying to show authority. That's just pathetic. Isn't it? Or did you mean to say, Cancer Man Nightmare, did you mean to say pathetic? Oh, let's see. And what are you doing here? Running down somebody's spelling and someone's message?
Number in lowercase letters. So, there's that.
Oh, there is that.
All these comments.
There's that, isn't it? You know what's so funny, Cancer Man Nightmare? This is the same exact video that is pathetic. You missed the T on the same exact video. You're correcting somebody else's spelling. That's really pathetic. Don't you think? So is all the government's propaganda on shooting ranges and showing... The public has that. You know? I can go to any gun range and hop in there and start shooting an M16. You want to see me a video of that? I'll make a day of it, you know? Get those earphones on, look like a cop, and here I just paid and went in and started shooting off a firing range. That is really pathetic. You know what I mean? That is really pathetic. Isn't it? So, buddy. See if we can get that clear on there. I was trying to get it in focus here. Because that is really pathetic. How a guy can knock everybody else down and yet be the same thing themselves, you know. And I know for a fact, American cops here, like in order to be a private investigator, first thing you take is a spelling course to make sure you do not make mistakes. And here's this guy making all the mistakes. Like, I mean, this is not just one. I can find about a dozen here. Whenever this guy writes, he's very pathetic. You know, and that's sad. Because, you know, whatever army or government puts you up to this, or whatever agency, alphabet agency, does this to people, that's the truly pathetic thing, is turning freedom of speech into a warfare, or some kind of psychological warfare front. That's what I call really pathetic. You know, it's sad that you guys have to sit here and play this game, you know. Because you weren't here, I wouldn't be, you know, complaining about trolls, you know. I'd be here writing about some kind of science adventure or some kind of thing for kids, you know. We'd be having fun if it wasn't for you pricks. Because you're really pathetic. Oh, did you mean pathetic? Damn, that T really confuses me, doesn't it? I'm missing the T on that pathetic. It really makes the mark that, you know, because I know that real cops don't make mistakes like that. They can't. They'll look through their material, look through it twice, and they won't drop the T. Right? Am I right? Cancer Man, you're a joke. You're not even a cop. You're some kind of informant that's got an ego. And you can show all the guns you want. You can show all, you know, they probably package them up and bring them to you under lock and key. And package them up again after you're done and you pretend to have a collection. Because I don't think a guy like you could have a collection. You're too nutty. You're too insane to have a collection of guns. Where's your meds? I mean, get back to reality. Waco, Flame Tank, real. You, just a troll. Just a pathetic troll. And who's more of a Tinkerbell? 200-pound guy or a little wimp like you? So, I mean, who are you trying to fool? What reality are you trying to put across here? You're really pathetic. Like I said, you make 100 mistakes a day. On every message you put out, there's errors. I could, you know, go over and find a dozen. And then you run down other people's mistakes as if you're perfect. I mean, does that make this word perfect that you misspelled? No. Is anybody going to take a look at your spelling? Of course they are.